Well, it's official. Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif will attend Narendra Modi's swearing-in ceremony on Monday. The PMLN spokesperson denied that there were any differences between the civilian government and the Pakistani army over his visit. Nawaz Sharif will join other SAARC country leaders in the ceremony. The Pakistan government sources confirmed that the bilateral meet between Nawaz Sharif and Narendra Modi will take place on the sidelines of the oath ceremony. It will not be a mere handshake but will extend to quite a bit of talks as well. It will be a two-day visit by Nawaz Sharif, where he will not just meet with Narendra Modi once he becomes the Prime Minister officially, of course, but also will meet with President Pranab Mukherjee before making his way back to Pakistan. He will be accompanied by his Foreign Secretary as well as his advisor Tariq Azmi. It is understood that they do not believe any developmental talks as such will be discussed, but this will be the beginning of a very, very good relation between India and Pakistan. And with the new government in play from now on, this could prove to be very significant for the relationship in the years to come. In fact, it is understood that Nawaz Sharif and Pakistan as a whole are very, very positive about the invite and believe that this is a sign that the new government is willing to take relations forward, and we could be looking at a breakthrough of sorts in Indo-Pak relations, which have been going back and forth in the last many years. And after all that speculation, Nawaz Sharif has confirmed that he will be a part of the Narendra Modi's historic swearing-in ceremony, which will take place on Monday. Meanwhile, the Congress has slammed Narendra Modi for inviting Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif to attend his swearing-in ceremony, saying the conditions are not conducive and that the BJP's Prime Minister designate is getting carried away in the excitement. The party reminded Modi that Pakistan had not dismantled the terror network operating from its soil. And let's listen into what former INB Minister Manish Tiwari had to say.
If the Prime Minister of Pakistan has agreed or consented to come, that's a call which the Prime Minister of Pakistan has taken. However, what is important to underscore and underline is that the Bharatiya Janata Party has had a consistent position over the past 10 years. And that position can be subsumed in two words, that terror and talks cannot go hand in hand. So therefore, if the Prime Minister of Pakistan has indeed agreed to come to India, I do hope that the Bharatiya Janata Party government, once it gets sworn in, would raise the question of the slow pace of the 2611 trial which had been troubling them, the culpability of people in Pakistan. They've also periodically been raising the issue of the return of Dawood Ibrahim, who ostensibly or allegedly is being sheltered by the establishment in Pakistan.
It is very much the prerogative of the Prime Minister designate to invite whoever he wants to his own celebration. He has invited all the 7 heads of state and government. And of those, only one had a prior international commitment, namely Sheikh Hasina, who is going to Japan. Otherwise, all the others were going to be in their own countries and have accepted the invitation, and Mr. Nawaz Sharif should be seen as one of those. It is interesting that it took him so long to be able to say yes. After all the others replied very quickly. Clearly, there were some deep discussions in Islamabad about whether this invitation should get the response it finally got. The Congress party does not feel it is our place to approve or disapprove. I'm sure that they will have a very good celebration at the swearing-in. Our only comment, which we have made yesterday and before, is that their due care should be taken in entering into substantive talks, as long as the Prime Minister, by then he will be Prime Minister.
And moving on, B.S. Yediyurappa has said that he will take up the president's position of the party in the state. B.S. Yediyurappa also added, saying that he was not looking for a ministerial berth in the new government and that he is quite happy to take up any responsibility that will be given to him by the party. He said in 4 to 5 days, the state will get good news from the central leadership.
ನಾನು ಬಹಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಭಾಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ನಾನು ಸಚಿವ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪಕ್ಷದ ಸಂಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಬಲಪಡಿಸೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಉದ್ದಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಪಕ್ಷದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಪಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಬ್ಬ MP ಆಗಿ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತನಾಗಿ ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇಡೀ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಉದ್ದಗಲಿಗೆ ಓಡಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಂಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಬಲಪಡಿಸಿ ಮುಂದೆ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ BJPನ ಅಧಿಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ತರೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ಮುಡುಪಾಗಿಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ, ನಾನು ಈ ತೀರ್ಮಾನವನ್ನು ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿಯವರು ಕೆಲವರಾದರೂ ಪಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ತಾವು ತೊಡಗಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಲಹೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ನಾವು ಹೋದಾಗ ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ನಾಯಕರಾಗಿ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ನಾನೇ ಉತ್ಸಾಹದಿಂದ ಅವರ ಸಲಹೆಯನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದೇನೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Well, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has been invited for the swearing-in of Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister. However, sources say that the Chief Minister is expected to skip the event. The Chief Minister, remember, courted controversy over his Narahara Modi comment and faced flack over the matter from the BJP and its leaders in the state. So no doubt it will be particularly embarrassing for him to be present at Narendra Modi's swearing-in ceremony. No word on whether the Congress has in fact instructed him not to be present. But in all, if he does decide to skip that ceremony, it will not go down too well with the centre, and we could be looking at state-centre relations being affected. But of course, there's no official word coming in as of now. Sources suggesting that Siddaramaiah in all likelihood will decide not to turn up for Narendra Modi's swearing-in ceremony. Well, today is the last date for re-evaluation for the exam scripts of the second PU exams. The students who have applied for the photocopies have still not gotten the copies that they had applied for, and this has angered them. Students have come all the way from Dharwad, Gulbarga, Chikbalapur, Kolar and Hassan. Hundreds of students are now protesting over the negligent attitude of the PU department at the PU office in Malleshwaram. Let's listen into what one of the students claimed.
We came to the board so that we can fight for our right. I've got 97 in physics and chemistry, but I got a doubt that I was to get 99 in physics and chemistry. Hence I checked with my evaluators and my teachers. They told you have to get 2 marks each in physics and chemistry, but the board rule says that you have to get a minimum of 6 marks so that you can apply for re-evaluation. So we are in a state of dilemma whether to apply for re-evaluation or not. If we come to the board and approach the concerned people, they're not caring for us, they're neglecting us, and they're telling we have a problem of 1,15,000 science students. These are all small problems, you have to carry it out. So we want the right, we need the right method and right way to approach. CET 300 to 400 ranks are jumping if we get 2 more marks, but they're not taking into consideration at all.
Moving on, we have seen several examples of cops taking corrupt people by surprise, but today one police constable learned what it is like to be on the receiving end of this. The man you see on your screens is VD Rati Alimata, who is a DAR constable. He had been to Vijay Lakshmi wine shop and had a nice nap after consuming alcohol. He wasn't even aware that media personnel had arrived there, and only when the owners informed him did he wake up. Well, soon after, he took off like a sprinter when cameramen started chasing him. It is learned that he had not reported for duty for the past 4 days.